Flying creature in England. Pterodactyl sightings in Shropshire. You decide what to think about these three sightings. First, an encounter in the Silken Way in February of 2017. Here's where the sighting happened. In the words of the eyewitness, quote, "I was traveling along the main trail and just passed a bench which had stood since before I was born. A creature with a wingspan of about 4 to 6 feet flew directly overhead. Our area does have nesting bats, but this was way too big." Unquote. How does a non-extinct nocturnal pterodactyl in a jungle relate to a scientific paper by a missile defense physicist living in Central California? We begin with the Indava, a flying creature deep in the interior of the mainland of Papua New Guinea. The glowing Indava is probably related to the bioluminescent Ropen of Amboy Island. In 2006, Paul Nation of Texas started an expedition on the PNG mainland that would become the most productive part of living pterosaur investigations in modern history in terms of video evidence of an extant pterosaur. He observed more Ropen-like flying lights than all previous American pterosaur searchers combined, and videotaped 2 of the lights after they came to rest at the top of a ridge one night. Soon after he returned home to the U.S., I took a flight from California to interview him in Texas. I'll give details in another video. An apparent pterosaur fly over a river. When Kathy McNeil was 16, she and her father were on a cliff about 300 feet above a river around Van Buren or Cedarville. Kathy was kicking rocks over the edge of the cliff when a medium-sized pterodactyl-like creature flew out from under them, and it soared out away from the cliff. The wingspan was about 8 feet, and those 2 eyewitnesses heard the whooshing sound from those wings as it took off. Kathy talked with her father, and they agreed that it looked like a small pterodactyl. Now, first, consider a sighting of an apparent pterosaur at night in Queensland, Australia, around the Sunshine Coast. Here are some of the words of one of the 2 eyewitnesses. Quote, "My daughter, 13 years old, and I told the family as soon as we got home. We both saw it appear from the side of the road as a big shape moving fast. The wings were so big. They were bat leather-like. One wing covered the car. As it bent its wings to continue flight, you could see how strong it was. It was so close, I thought we were going to hit it. We could hear the loud swoosh noise it made with its wings twice before it went over the car and as it was going over. It is a modern car and the windows were up. That is a big noise. No feathers, just leather. Huge, moving fast, headed for Mount Coolum. There are caves there. It was headed straight to the mountain." Unquote. Pterodactyl sightings in a shocking scientific paper. Reports of living pterosaurs in the southwest Pacific, much of it about the Ropen in Papua New Guinea. Where did the information come from? Some of it was from a 2-week expedition in 2004, led by me and a group of natives on the tropical island of Amboy. A few weeks later, Garth Guessman and David Wetzel led the second expedition. Many native eyewitnesses were interviewed on Amboy Island.
Same as like one that Josephson. Each one at Opay Beach.
Opay Beach, okay.
And then follow this ridge here, this ridge up to the Tarawan.
So he saw it from around Opay Beach and
yes,
then it flew up toward...
to Tarawan.
Those 3 reports just shown, however, were at a distance and at night. I needed to interview natives who had clear views, closer and in daylight. I found those eyewitnesses just before I had to catch a boat to get back to the mainland. About 10 years earlier, when these 3 men were boys, they were in a group of 7 young islanders who hiked up to the crater lake. Is this the first time you went to Prong, or the second time, or
First time.
oh, the first time? Okay. So this is the daytime? Yes. Did you see anything right away, or it was only later? Okay.
3 minutes later, the thing,
Oh, a few minutes later? Okay.
the thing came down.
Okay. Animal is, you call it Ropen, is that the name they have for it? Ropen, okay. Did it have a tail?
Yeah.
It had a tail, okay. How long was the tail?
7 meters long.
7 meters?
There's no feathers.
No comparison? Okay. So
No
it's
feathers.
no feathers?
Yeah,
Okay.
just skin only.
Okay. Is it just the skin?
Like beyond.
Okay, like beyond.
Flying fox. Bunuh hampir dry yo, bunuh hampir nang. He did not show his head. It's too high, yeah.
Oh, it's too high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Long neck.
A long
Got a
neck.
long neck.
Oh, long neck.